everyone. I want to say that this is very difficult. Hearing Jem, hearing Shondell, hearing Jesse. I grew up with Jem. I grew up with Shondell. We went to high school together. I went to high school with BB's brother. I was born and raised in Providence. My parents were born and raised in Providence. I do this work because I love our community. I love Providence, and I know those of you that are here, you love Providence as well. I think many of you know what I do as far as working at the Nonviolence Institute. One of my roles is responding 24/7, 365 days a year to every act of violence, every victim that goes to Rhode Island Hospital emergency room. Thank you. Sometimes when I go, well, let me back up. Not sometimes. When I receive that call, every single time I get the call, I ask what the victim's name is because I need to prepare myself mentally. Because on many occasions I've gone and it's been my friend's child, it's been a family member, it's been my nephew. When I get that call, either I'm getting up to respond or I'm calling my team to go out and respond. So I have to mentally prepare them as well. When we respond to the hospital, sometimes we already know that the victim did not survive, but we are not allowed to share that information because the hospital, the doctors have to give that information to the families. So many times we're sitting with families and knowing what the outcome is, but we're sitting there patiently while this family sits in agonizing pain and crying and praying that their child, their brother, their sister survives. While I was standing here, I went in my bag to get my phone and I realized in my pocket that I had these. These are memorial cards from just this past year. So I have 18 memorial cards here. There's been 18 homicides in Providence. If you go into my office, I have a stack about this big. This is not normal. I think many of you have said it, right? This is not normal. For me and for my friends and my family, they know that this is my life now. That I respond to victims of homicide and that I go to funerals on a regular basis. I pray every single night when I get that call that it's not one of my children that I've given birth to. That it's not my stepson. That it's not one of my nephews. That is not one of my friend's children. Many of you said some really important things here, and I agree, and I can echo so many of the things that you've said. There's so many layers to this. So many layers. But one thing that I do know, as far as being from this community, born and raised, our community has been traumatized. And now it's generational. And it's carrying over. Because we're not getting the support and the help that we need. This is not normal. It's not normal to lose a child. It's not normal to go out to funerals on a regular basis. Because it's just not me. Because sometimes when I'm responding to the hospital, sometimes there are people from the community that are calling my phone because they are coming to the hospital as well. Because we love our community. Not because it's a job, But we have to come together. If there's one message I want to give is we have to come together and stop working in silos.
Yes.
It's been said already. It's been said over and over again. I've been saying it for a long time. Whatever the issues are, people, we need to get it together. We need to communicate. If I can't communicate with my sister, we're just going to keep bumping heads or ignoring each other. If our brothers are not communicating, they're going to keep bumping heads. And guess what? The generations under us see us bumping heads and see us not communicating and seeing us not getting our stuff together. I'm 47 years old. It's been over 20-something years that we've been saying, stop the violence. We was in Hope High School. Butcher, you was there with us too. We was in Hope High School talking about stop the violence. We can't keep saying it. We got to start doing it. To all of our kids, we love you. We love every single one of you. Whether you're carrying a gun, whether you're not carrying a gun, we love you and we want to help you. We want to figure it out. So again, thank you all for being here, and let's do what we can do to get it together. God bless and stay safe.